Yo guys, we're here for another episode of our career mode on FIFA 18 with Bert and Albion. Starting today's episode off with a quick training session, trying to get the players up in stats again. And we go straight into a game against Sheffield Wednesday, which I think we're at home in this game. Trying to go and push on for the first game. Basically, what our class is halfway through the season, being as we've just entered the January transfer window. Hopefully going to this is we went into Christmas at the top of the table, as now we're in January, still at the top of the table, but only by 5 points I believe now, as we come into this game trying to get back into form, as we've been messing up quite a few games recently, being as we went from 12 points into the lead to only 5 now. But trying to get that back underway and hopefully push on and get more points in the lead and not drop any more than we have been. As you see here, we don't get off to the best of starts, as Apar takes a shot straight from kickoff, pretty much putting the ball into the side netting, but from the goalkeeper kick out, we come forward in the middle of the pitch trying to pass the ball around a little bit, but we lose the ball in the middle of the pitch. We try and win the ball back, but they're too good at passing, as they pass the ball around us pretty easily. They give it out to the wing where Opar is. He takes on his man and gives it into Forrest the area, who passes it inside to Gary Hooper, and not a good start at all. We go down 1-0 within the first 20 minutes, and honestly I don't know what the team was doing here. It wasn't so much the defence that was marking the cross, it was the defender that was marking Hooper there. He just let him run free of him and goes easily into the line, and the defender don't even nearly get back to stop that from going in, but it does go in the back of the net, and it does mean we are again 1-0 down and looking at losing at this point. But we do come forward on an attack here, try and take on the defence. We find some luck in this in the middle of the box, but Samuelson puts the ball wide of the post, coming off a deflection off the defender's knee there, as you've seen. Unluckily, it didn't go in the back of the net. I was hoping it was, but it didn't quite make it. And they come on the attack again passing the ball around nicely in the middle of the park, just finding a lot of space really. And no one's really doing very well to defend against them at this point. We keep them out of the box for a little bit, but Opar again on that right side, causing problems for us. But luckily this time, again, puts the ball not on target, and this time it goes over the bar instead of wide. But he was really causing problems for us in this opening minutes of this game, but luckily he couldn't counter on that attack. But we come forward here, finding some space, and Samuelson runs on and puts the ball calmly into the bottom left corner with a very nice finish across the goal. A nice side-footed finish to find the back of the net to make it 1-1, and hopefully start a comeback in this game and basically go on to win it, hopefully. As you see, it is a very nice finish, a very nice through ball from from Hopper there, I believe, but he does put it very calmly past the keeper, and Samuelson makes sure we are not going to lose this game, well, at least till now anyway. And he's played very well in this season, to be honest. 6 goals I believe that is for him now, which is absolutely brilliant for us. But we come on the attack again with Ruddock in the middle of the park, who lays it off to Hopper, who finds himself in acres of space and finds the bottom corner very luckily there, bouncing off the inside of the post and going into the other side of the goal to make it 2-1, and for us to complete a bit of a comeback here from 1 goal down to be now winning 2-1 is brilliant for us. And Hopper finds the bottom corner with not the best of accuracy really. We was very lucky to go in the back of the net, he definitely should have scored it. No matter how he has scored it, it needed to go in the back of the net, and he did just that. And he's now scored 4 goals for us this season, which is brilliant. And that is how the game ends at 2-1. Great for us. As you see, Samuelson doing some kind of dance or something there, but you know, we do win that game and try and extend the lead a little bit and at least keep the points difference as they are. And that's the main thing at this point, is not to drop any more points, and we didn't at all there away from home against Sheffield Wednesday. We win it 2-1. As we go into our second game of today's episode, guys, against Northampton in the FA Cup, hoping to sort of maybe get a bit of a cup run here. Like I've said before, I ain't too bothered if I don't, because it's one of them things where they play, like I said, with the League Cup, it's more the fact of keeping everyone fit, and if we have as many cup fixtures, then we won't be able to do that. But we do come forward on the attack, and Akins, within the first few minutes of the game, puts us in the lead at 1-0. I know it is against the League 2 side, I believe Northampton are, but a lead nonetheless, and Akins is the one to find it, as we've just tried to renew his contract. I believe he accepted it, but there's been a couple of problems, as you'll see later on in this episode, I believe. I think you will see it later on in this episode. And there's been a couple of problems going on around it. And, well, like I say, you'll see later on in the episode. But it is his first goal in the FA Cup, and it's our first goal in the FA Cup this season. As they come on the attack again, trying to capitalise on the fact that they've just gone behind. They want to try and aim back and try and score straight away, as they find their way into the box with a nice diving run there, but it goes on target, but Blackman is equal to it perfectly there. Good save from Blackman. He's been a very good keeper this season. I believe he's a 69 overall now. When he came, he was a 67. He's gone up a couple of overalls, which is decent for us, and he has deserved it, because he's played very well this season. But again, Northampton coming on the attack, trying to put us under pressure, as they really were in this game. They was having the majority of the chances. We was getting pinned back and everything. Here, as you see, they put the ball on target again, but Blackman again is there to save the day. Brilliantly sticks his leg out there and gets his foot to it and turns it wide. Honestly, if it wasn't for him in this game, then we would have been a few goals down, I believe, because Northampton were putting so much pressure on us. As you see, again, they come on the attack, but we knock them off the ball with ease there. But we do lose it again with a terrible piece of sloppy play, as they take a shot and it gets saved by Blackman, and somehow, I don't know how, but Powell misses that chance. All he had to do there was hit it first time, and it was a goal for them, and it would have been 1 apiece. And at this point, they really did deserve it. They deserved to be winning this game at this point, because we were playing absolutely terribly apart from the goal. As you see, we come out for the second half, and they go forward straight away on an attack in the 66th minute, but putting the ball wide of the post again. Honestly, if there was a bit more clinical in this game, then they would have won this game without a problem, and it would have been over at this point. I'm not saying that they ain't going to win this game. I'm saying that it would have been over at this point. As you see, we get a cross in, and Varner puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 2-0. And that is absolutely brilliant, because Varner has, I've said before, every game he has played so far this season, he has scored at least 1 goal, which is absolutely brilliant. As well as I believe he's 35 in this game now, and that was a very nice finish. A very, very nice finish into the back of the net with a kind of half bicycle kick volley kind of thing there. And it goes into the back of the net to make it 2-0. And to be honest, we really didn't deserve it at this point. But at the end of the day, we are in the lead, and it just shows that a higher rated team might just be able to do it. As you see, we get played forward again, and it goes in the back of the net again, and it is Akins again to make it 3-0 at this point. And honestly, I can't describe how much to you that we did not deserve to win this game at this point. At the end of the game, Northampton seemed to slack off a lot, but they should have ended the game in the first half. It should have been, well, first half / beginning of second half. They should have been home and dry. But luckily we was being a lot more clinical, and I suppose that's what you get for being in a higher league and higher rated players. And that is the end of the game, guys. Thank you for watching. It does end 2-1. 4-0. 3-0? 4-0? I can't even remember now. It's 3-0. 3 shots, 2 goals for Akins. He played absolutely brilliantly in this game. And if it wasn't for him, we would have lost this game without a problem. And honestly, I can't thank Akins enough in this game. But as we see here, after that absolutely brilliant performance from him, he is leaving at the end of the season. And like I said at the beginning, I don't know what happened, because I gave him a contract and he accepted it. But for some reason, he just decided that he's going to leave. And I don't understand why. And honestly, anyone that can tell me this, because I really need help with this. I've had these 2 players, I both had contract negotiations with, and I went through everything and they both accepted this. Akins and Barker, I believe it is. Baker, shall I say. They both accepted, but for some reason they're now leaving, and I don't understand what's gone on there. So if you can tell me, then please leave it in the comments. But this is the end of today's episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, and also subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and peace.